Hello, people of YouTube. My name is Steve Gray, and thank you for watching. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, leave a like, and feel free to comment down below what you would like me to do for future anime and cartoon-related content. Today we are talking about Yashahime Season 1, Episode 8 we're on now, so we're getting down to the wire at this point for the amount of episodes that we're going to get to see. Only got 5 left at this point. I think there's 13 in the season. But this was a very great episode. Very fantastic, excellent, exuberant, however you want to call it. So we basically kind of start off where we're chasing the four-eyed owl demon guy. He's going back, and he ends up going to Kyuki's, which is one of the four perils. Basically, one of the four perils are directly under the head demon. They are kind of the strongest. They have already defeated one of them. So this is going to be number 2 because they're going to end up defeating her as well. So yeah, spoiler. Already spoiled it for you before I even got to that part of the episode, which is way at the end of it. So basically they're chasing him, and then she gives the four-eyed owl demon a rainbow pearl, gives him powers, and he has the ability to kind of zap into people's minds, make them dream, and learn more about them. So a very interesting aspect that we got from Mora was that Sesshomaru and some no-named, who knows, maybe it was the mother of Toa and Setsuna. Basically how they do it is because there's demon blood in them, they have to send them off. Maybe they're too dangerous to keep around as a child because of the demon blood in them. They can't fully control that power, so it can cause all sorts of dangers. So they take them off to a special place where they are essentially safe. This giant, weird, worm-looking thing came down, took Mora from Kagome, and flew her away. I'm guessing similar to how Setsuna and Toa ended up as well. I'm not exactly sure why Inuyasha and Kagome allowed this, but they were kind of afraid of Sesshomaru to a certain extent, and I'm not sure why. So I know in the past, Sesshomaru did battle Inuyasha, and Inuyasha ended up winning that fight, to my knowledge. Even though theoretically Sesshomaru should be more powerful than Inuyasha, but he's not, question mark. Who knows? But the gist of that was they were afraid of Sesshomaru for some reason, and they were like, we need to get our kid out of here, keep her safe, I love her, and that's basically what happened. Kagome gave the rogue to her, and they flew her away, and that's why Mora doesn't really know anything about her parents, because they basically had, in order to protect her, they had to get rid of her from a very, very young age. The little squirrel, raccoon guy, we learned that was with like the turtle shell on his back. We learned that he was brought to the corpse collector and was just dropped off for whatever reason. Not really sure how that played out, but that's what was going on there. Toa's mind, we learn that she was thinking about the dream butterfly, and she was the dream butterfly. She landed on Setsuna's head, and it took the dreams away from her, obviously, inability to sleep as well. Then that dream butterfly somehow went to the Tree of Ages and disappeared in it, and it has still a woman inside of it that I don't know whose name she is. Maybe we'll learn that at some point in time. Maybe that was something that you already know from Inuyasha. I don't know who this woman is. That Tree of Ages woman. That's what I'm calling her. That's what I'm sticking to. That's my theory. But basically, the butterfly just was flying about like nothing, landed on her head, and then flew to the Tree of Ages. And I think it was all because this was ultimately the Tree of Ages plan. I don't think the Tree of Ages initially wanted to send Toa into the modern era. That might have been just some sort of mistake by accident, possibly. Or maybe it was supposed to happen on purpose, so that way Toa has background knowledge of what's going to happen and can help in the current feudal era. So we'll just have to see what happens there, but we still need to go after that dream butterfly as well. So Ruki has the ability to absorb all demon energy with the pearl that she possesses. And Ruki? butchering it, whatever. Moving on. She has the ability to absorb all demon energy, and it ends up sucking up Mora's demon energy, the rogue, when she puts on the lipstick, and sucks up all of Setsuna's powers as well. So the only one that really knows how to fight without demon energy at this point in time is Setsuna. Toa and Mora are kind of down for the count. And Toa's doing Setsuna's doing a pretty decent job defending the other two and getting them to the ground. So what I don't understand is Mora also has spirit energy with the arrows. Why was she not using that? I mean, I understand she used it initially on the four-eyed owl demon to kind of pin him to the wall and subdue him to a certain extent, but like, can't just start shooting more arrows? You know, I don't understand why not. She has both abilities. That would have definitely come in clutch at a certain point until Pirate Guy Ryu showed up. Basically, we learned that he is a lord and he is trying to collect all of the demon pearls, which not sure why, but yeah, that earring definitely was a demon pearl. I don't know why Toa didn't say anything about the whole sword situation because he stole it. Toa does not have the actual sword, by the way. I thought she would have it at this point in time. No, she is still using the broken sword, which I don't understand why at this point. You know, it's been 8 episodes. Can we get a new sword? Get her a weapon that's not actually broken and useless without demon energy? That would be nice. You know, it'd come in handy. She's already killed like 5 or 6 of them big boys at this point. So why is she not getting an actual weapon? Why did she not have the ability to keep that sword? She should have been able to keep that sword. It would make sense. You know, story progression. She gets the real one. It's more powerful. She is more powerful. And then she learns how to use it better and can also fight without demon energy in a clutch where and if needed. So, because, you know, that makes sense, but who knows? Don't know why. Next episode, the preview is kind of weird to a certain extent. Pirate Boy there, he may come into play, but we gotta get Setsuna's dreams back, because I mean that's the goal. I mean, the Toa is the main character in this. I understand they're all technically like main characters, but Toa is the main character. The other two are kind of side main characters if we're going into the details of that. And that is the main goal, is to get her memories back. I understand that we have to defeat all of the 4 perils, the other 2 at this point, and the head guy. They're kind of getting directed towards that. And Sesshomaru is probably going to show up at some point. We got to see like the background of Sesshomaru, but they may have to kill Sesshomaru. I don't really know how we're going to wrap things up in 5 episodes. I don't know if it's something where they planned a second season already. As I've seen, some people really like it, mainly the people that have already watched Inuyasha. I think that's definitely where it hurts the series, is that it is relying heavily so on assuming that you already have seen the original, when in fact a lot of people have not seen the original, and they're watching this, and this is kind of their first iteration of the Inuyasha franchise. So, as I said in previous episodes, I think there was that one episode that was super confusing because it was all backstory to Inuyasha, and I had no idea what the heck was going on. Lately, it's been good though. And yes, they'll have subtle hints to the previous characters, which is fine. Like they did in this episode, we got to see Mora. You should at least know who Kaigomi and Inuyasha are at this point in the story, especially just watching the first 8 episodes. You know that those are both Mora's parents. So it's kind of good that I don't know, they probably didn't take my advice. I doubt they're watching my reviews, but maybe enough people were complaining about it. Where they switch it up, but obviously they're going to have a whole storyboard and the whole season's going to be planned ahead of time, so that is very unlikely. But we have 2 more perils to kill. We got to get the Dream Butterfly, go after that, get Setsuna's memories back, and that's basically the gist of what's going to happen. We may see Sesshomaru at the end of this season. It'll probably be like a cliffhanger type scenario, unfortunately. I know everybody loves cliffhangers, but that's kind of where we're at. It's probably going to be a cliffhanger. They may do it where they wrap it up, so if this was like a one-off, you know, kind of like a one-season thing, which I'd be fine with that as well if it was just a one-season thing. They may have it where technically you could have a season 2, but at the same time doesn't necessarily mean there is going to be a season 2. Based on the top 10 list that I've seen week by week, I don't think I've seen it on there once. We'll pull up Reddit here. just real quick. I consistently have not seen it on there. The two that I'm currently seeing on there finally, Akudama Drive is finally up there, and Jujutsu Kaisen, that seems to just always have the number one spot. Everybody is loving that right now, and I'm fine with that. I just did my review of that yesterday. But it is kind of crazy. Like, I have never seen that fall into the number 2 spot in the 8 episodes that it's been out. I think at one point it was like number 5, like the first week or something, because people were unsure about that. But then after that, jump into number 1. I'm going to pull up the list here. I got it right in front of me. Yeah, so you got Jujutsu Kaisen, Akudama Drive, don't know what it is, don't pick up girls in the dungeon. But yeah, so top 15, and the Yashahime Half-Demon Princess is unfortunately not on there. So my hopes for a season 2 are kind of dwindling. Overall, I'm going to rate this episode. I'm giving this one a 9 out of 10, I'm going to be honest. Just a little bit of backstory, not enough to be confusing. Excellent fighting, introduced to a kind of new character. We realize that pirate guy is a lot more powerful. Learn more about the 4 perils, and we get a general setup for what's going to happen for the rest of the season. So, great episode overall, 9 out of 10. My name is Steve Gray. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a good one.